Insights with Terri Ep.147 a weekly look through the eyes of predictive astrologer Terri Ep.147. Here's Terri.
Hi everyone, I'm Terri, and you're listening to Insights with Terri Ep.147. We are going to be discussing the week of November the 19th through the 26th, 2023. That's what we have to work with this week. Thank you for joining me. We're getting close to Christmas. Oh boy, I wonder how many people are ready. I'm kind of a last minute person, but I get all those ideas at the last minute, which is a great segue for where the planets are this week and this coming up in the next month or so. Now, a lot of Sagittarius energy is replacing that Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy, in the position that it was for us in this last little bit, has been very heavy, putting a lot of pressure on us to look at our lives and change things that we need to change, really getting us to put our attention on the things that make us sad or just aren't working for us. Maybe the people that are around us that don't help to make us happy, maybe take our energy instead of working to make everything better, and maybe not looking at themselves to make them a little bit more pleasant person to be around. What would draw them to you and what draws you to them? And we were supposed to look at, am I a pleasant person to be around? Do I make it comfortable for other people to be around me? Am I getting self-absorbed? And that's what that Scorpio energy was trying to impress on us, so that we could take a look at it, so that when the Sagittarius energy that's stomping around trying to take its place in the zodiac now, we're ready for it. We're ready to do something about it. We've thought about it, we've worked with it, and now we're ready to do something about it, hopefully. So that sun sign is still in Scorpio, so we still have Pluto trying to tell us what we should be doing, what we should be looking at, the reality, I'm going to say, the reality of the situation. But that will change on the 23rd, and this is the week that we're looking at, is from the 19th to the 26th. So on the 23rd of this week, Sagittarius is going to replace Scorpio energy in the sun sign. Now, Pluto is that one that goes to hell and back to get the deep, deep, hard answers. The ruling planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter. Jupiter's that fun teacher, the one that takes us on all those really fun expeditions in school. So our hard teacher is being replaced by our fun teacher. That's not too hard to take. We deserve it. We deserve a little bit of a break. And then in Mercury, which is how we think and how we communicate, that's in Sagittarius now. Again, the ruling planet is still Jupiter, and that's a happy place for us to be very optimistic, spiritually oriented. This isn't religious, this is spiritual. This is where we truly, truly live what we speak, where actions speak as loud as words do, or louder. So we live our talk, we walk our talk. And then Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and attraction, is now in that energy field of Libra. Libra's ruling planet is Venus, so a Venus-ruled zodiac sign is in Venus. That's pretty heavy-duty energy in a good way. It's going to try to help us balance, try to find balance in our lives, where we try to maybe work a little, play a little, spend some time with our kids a little, spend some time with our dogs a little, try to balance it. That's a great thing. I think we're out of balance as a species right now. We're taking too much and giving too little in many cases, not all of us, but in some areas. The balance is not on trying to find somebody else's common ground. Just look at the Middle East. I don't know who's right or wrong. I'm so confused by everything. I know what I think, but then tomorrow somebody will bring up some information and I think, no, I had it all wrong. So, yeah, I don't think I have opinions on this. I just think we shouldn't be hurting each other like this. So it's the balance of Libra that wants us to, let's just iron things out. And then Mars, the planet of our drive, our passion, that's in Scorpio still. which will make us have a passion for trying to figure things out, a passion for trying to iron some things, them wrinkles out in our life. Got to watch depression with this energy. We've got to be, if you lean towards depression or you lean towards a serious sadness, be careful of the news that you watch, be careful of the books that you read, be careful of the people that you hang around with. Try to lean towards the people that are more optimistic for right now, just for right now, just to get you through, because on the 25th of this month, that Mars from Scorpio is going to move to Sagittarius. So almost right across the board, we're going to be in a happy place. And we deserve to be in a happy place. And I want you to watch your dogs too. Watch your cats, watch your dogs, watch our pets. Some people have ferrets. We all have really odd, different kinds of pets now. It's not unusual to even have a pet pig anymore. So watch them. They'll be maybe a little bit more playful too. And even some of the seniors that, we get in a rut where they're just tired and they don't want to do this and they don't want to do this. And then we just assume that they don't want to go in the car anymore. And we assume that they don't want to go for walks. But if you keep a close eye on them, you may see something different. You may find that they actually do put their heads up and maybe want a little bit of an adventure. Just to maybe walk around the house for a little bit. I do not let my seniors get senior if I can help it. I don't make them work hard, but I do try to keep them involved in the world. And that's what my uncle was bringing up to me today. And I've shared with you that he was 102 in June. And he's still trooping along. He's strong. He's just an amazing, inspirational man. But he's tired and he's worn out. And even though he lives in his own home and he takes care of himself, with, a little bit of help from the family, but mostly he's pretty darned independent. He said he's just tired and he's worn out. But as I listened to him, more and more, listen to not so much the things he said, but the things he wanted to say and the things that he couldn't. I think he's just getting tired and bored. So I'm going to try, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try, keep asking him. I used to ask him all the time, you want to come for a ride with me? Would you like to come out to my place for the day and you can just watch the ducks? And he used to come all the time, and then he just got maybe scared, maybe tired, and he stopped. And he always said no, always said no. Then I stopped asking him. I realized that I stopped asking. I'd go and visit, but I didn't ask him if he wanted to come and get an ice cream with me. I didn't ask if he wanted to come in the car because he kept saying no. I don't want to, I just want to sit here. Well, my sister then asked him and he went with her. Huh, how come you went with her? And I realized because I had stopped asking. So when I stopped in to visit with him today, I asked him, would you like to come for a ride with me? Well, he says, a little rainy out right now. It's a little cold. I said, yeah, you're right, but I can bundle you all up and we'll have heat in the car and I can turn the heat on in the seats. Guess what? He did. But I had just started to assume that he didn't want to. And I think that's the lesson that Sagittarius gives us, is don't stop trying. Sagittarius doesn't want to stop trying. Sagittarius believes that if we keep asking or we keep doing or we keep at it long enough, we will succeed. That's the essence of Sagittarius. The spirituality of Sagittarius is never give up. Just keep trying to be a better person. Try to do it right this time. Try to be more. Try to do more for people. Try to see the good in others as opposed to settling for, I guess, the reality and the bad. But Sagittarius never gives up. So that's our lesson this month, is don't give up. Keep trying. Keep pulling people forward. Keep trying to inspire them. That's what this energy is all about. The number 1 came up. Now, number 1 comes up for us a lot as a group. When I do the numbers for everybody, that number 1 just just, I don't know, we seem to we seem to have a lot of number ones. And that's about courage when that pairs beautifully with everything. It's about inspiration. It's about activity. It's about creativity. It's about prioritizing for success. Number one, the leader. It's about maybe devoting time to other people. As a leader, we are supposed to be aware of what other people want, what other people need. Good leaders do that. Good management skills, even in our own life. Maybe if we're hoarding or the dresser's a mess or just managing something and then achieving this. Now, the weakness of number one is stubbornness and a superiority complex. So we got to be careful of that. You don't want to go there. Nothing is more, as far as I'm concerned, nothing is more unattractive than somebody, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right out loud. Somebody like Trump that has a superiority complex. People like that are arrogant and think that they can do no wrong, and it makes my stomach churn. So that's what we're supposed to be not doing. That's the weakness of number one. The cards that I pulled for everybody, the first card is a major card, and that's the card of strength. Now, this is moral strength. This isn't just strong strength like lifting weights or anything. As I said, it's a major card, so it has more importance than some of the other cards around it. But it's the card of moral strength, where sometimes when we're pressured to maybe fall in with the pack and we know it's wrong, but we do it anyway because we don't have the strength to go right when everybody's going left, that's what they're going to be pushing us. So you may find some incidences in your life in the next little bit that will challenge you. Will I take the high road? Will I be the person that stands up for what's right? Will I? Or am I a weenie? And I cave to just what the majority wants. If we all took the high road and we weren't afraid what other people said of us, and we did the right thing, we wouldn't be in the position we are right now with so many things failing. So this card of strength is going to offer us a new vibration in moral force. It'll add a self-confidence to us when you're right. You know, this isn't arrogant right, this isn't ego right, this is the right thing. That's what this is, the self-confidence of doing the right thing, that inner strength that will be pulling out of us. And then we translate that into action. Have you ever had the power of conviction where you really knew you were right? You knew it. You knew you were right. And no one can dissuade you because you know in your heart of hearts you were right. That's what they're going to offer us. Now, this, like I said, this isn't a staged kind of artificial right. It's just that truth that lives in our heart. And we know when it's right. And we know what the right thing to do is. Now, the next card is threes. And threes, as I've said before, is creation and growth. And it contributes to our development. So, number 3 in the heart area is celebration. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I do so many readings in a week. I'm thinking that card came up for us last week. Could be wrong. But it's a celebration. It's what humans do. They want us to find the joy this week and celebrate. Christmas is coming. Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving is coming. The parades are going to be coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. So they want us to just jump on board. This doesn't have to be expensive. Just celebrating. Enjoy good food with friends, even if it's crackers and cheese. It doesn't have to be all fancy. It just has to be pleasant with the people that you enjoy and the family that you enjoy. That's what they want us to really focus on. Invite your family over if you get along. If you don't get along, invite somebody else's family over. They want you to be prepared that sleep is going to be intermittent. I think last week, if I'm remembering, it was pretty tough. They were warning us that we weren't going to get the sleep that we needed and required, and it would be tough. They were right. It was. I had to end up taking a little cookie of my son's that he makes for me, a quarter of a cookie to help me sleep. The essential oils work sometimes really well, but sometimes you just need big guns. So this is an energy that's saying it'll be intermittent. So you'll have a night of good sleep, you'll have maybe two that won't be good sleep. Then one more night or two more nights of good sleep, and then a couple that are not. And it affects our day. So if you have a ritual, if you have something that helps you sleep, don't be afraid to take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to avail yourself of it so that you can feel better the next day. The next cards are all the physical, which is money, security, comforts, health, body. And what they're saying is that if you've worked hard and you feel that you have reward, this is the card of reward. So they want us to understand that we're reaping what we sow. We have to look at some of the decisions that we made. And so this looks like success, but delayed success. They want us to pay attention to our health in this next week. That means building up your immune system, eating the foods that you need to help your immune system grow, being honest with yourself about exercise and what you're choosing to eat. And they want us to be careful with our money for some reason this week. Because I guess maybe there'll be some expenses with Christmas that we're not prepared for or we can't afford. So they're showing a picture of us standing under the tree of life, and it's really abundant. It doesn't have to be fancy. Here we go with when I was young. I apologize. But when I was young and you'd go for Halloween, it was not unusual to get an apple. Sometimes you got an apple for Christmas, honestly, or an orange. And we were so grateful. For that. Honestly, we were grateful for that. It might be something for the barn, for your horse, that today they'd think it was a silly present, but maybe it was a brush for your horse. We didn't have much, but what we had, we were so grateful for, and we took pleasure out of each other's stuff too. So I think that they're trying to get us back to that simple, grateful energy that when we have too much, sometimes we don't appreciate what we have. That's what this card is all about. Looking around at what you have and be so grateful for it. And as we're grateful for it, we seem to add an energy field that increases gratitude and increases things that come to us. I'm finding I'm feeling that gratitude already when I'm sitting there on the couch and I've got a few minutes to quiet down and all my dogs are laying around me and their coats are so silky and so shiny and I just feel so good on my hands. And then I lean down and I kiss their little heads and I can feel the warmth of their head heating up when I kiss them, and I can feel that they're absorbing it and I'm absorbing it. Oh, what? It's worth $1 million. It's priceless. It feels so good. And to have them bask in the love that you're offering. And then I bask in the love that they offer me too. When we all climb into bed, and we all do. It's a king size bed and there's no room for me. We all climb into bed and it's just so wonderful to have my doggy family around me and they're safe. And I'm not afraid for them right now. And so this night is a good night. And to own it. I think that's what they're trying to get us to enjoy, this physical energy. All right, so kids, take care of your body this week. It's very important that we do. Because I think we'll be challenged in the immune system in the next little bit. And, winter's coming, and with winter comes the flu. Watch for your little toesies in your feet. Towards the beginning of the week, there may be some issues with our feet, and that moves later. Feet are the end of the road here, and the middle of the week to the end of the week, it goes back to the head, again with head, teeth, tongue. If you have any trouble with your thyroid gland, that could be vulnerable. Vocal cords, your neck, could be some stiff necks this week, so be careful. Stiff necks are not fun. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Charlie O'Brien. He has put this all together for us. He had put us on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Amazon Music Podcast, SoundCloud, and YouTube. He gives me the link for YouTube when I give him the information, and then I put that on Facebook. He's also created the website, and can for you too, the website terriworld.com. He has archived some of the past and brand new podcasts on it. If you've missed some of the past and you want to apprise yourself of them, or if you want to listen to them on the website, there they are. So he's done that for us. And Charlie, thank you so very much. I appreciate everything that you do so much. And I appreciate all of you taking your time to listen to the podcast. Be good to each other. If you need me, I'd be happy to do a private reading for you or your dog or your pet. If there's anything I can help you with, you let me know. You can text or call 519-726-6699, or you can email me at terri.coutts@gmail.com. So your homework this week, kids, enjoy the food that you have. Make some food for family and friends. Make it simple. Taste every bite. Smell every smell. Revel in what we have. Just absolutely revel in it. And that vibration will be shared. Thank you all. Have a great week. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to Insights with Terri Coots. Visit Terri's website at terriworld.com. TERRI world.com.